Welcome, Never-Betters, to my YouTube channel. I'm Susan, and this is Buddy Sherman. We are so grateful you're here. So today I've prepared a 1-hour Power Vinyasa Flow yoga class for you, all about movement and message. In the flow, we're going to move in and out of different variations of wide-legged forward fold. The message is about blooming where you're planted. I hope you enjoy. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up, push the bell for future notifications, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's get after the best version of you today. So welcome to Never Better Yoga. If you follow me on Spotify at neverbetteryoga.com, or actually not .com, but just on Never Better Yoga, we're going to press that play and start button right now together. Then come with me. We're going to take a seat, just a comfortable, sweet, easy seat. Let your sits bones be grounded down into your mat. Take your tented finger pads just to the sides of your sit bones. So just reach your finger pads out. Roll your shoulder heads up and back and just sit up as tall as you can. Close your eyes and just begin to breathe. Become aware of the sound of your breath, bringing the focus of your mind in towards your breath. Then staying seated right here with your finger pads pressing, just roll your shoulder heads back, maybe just the smallest bit. Retract them and lift your gaze with your eyes closed just a little bit higher. And now pull your chin to your chest, keeping your eyes closed with a rounded back. Chin tucks, navel into spine, back rounds. Eyes stay closed, roll the shoulder heads open as you retract them, rolling them up and back. Stretch your neck out. And then round and hollow, pulling your navel into your spine as you bow. Now keep those two moves going. If you can keep your eyes closed, just do so. We're moving super slowly, just unfolding and then contracting as you draw in and bow down. Inhale, open up. I like to think of my mat as my garden. Exhale, draw back in. One last time. Inhale, open up, breathe in, blooming right here where you're planted. Exhale, draw back in and down. Now take your fingers and release them to slip beneath your kneecaps on your shins, holding a rounded back. So just roll back on your sit bones. If you can keep your eyes closed, that would be a sense that we are shutting out right now, the visual. The third eye, just close it down and then rock forward with that arch. Stretch your neck, look up in your mind's eye. Keep that going. Exhale, seated cat. Inhale, rock forward, seated cow. Just two more times, just moving your spine, those spinal waves rolling and rounding, sitting back. Inhale, rocking forward, stretching your neck. Last time, exhale, draw in, pull your navel into your spine, rocking back on your sits bones. Arms are extended. Bend your arms, rock your heart right through the gateway of your arms and look up. Now keep your eyes closed. Flip your hands on top of your thighs with your palms facing skyward. Just being open, being ready to receive the blessings of this day. So we are moving into our series for the next month called As a Man Thinketh. It's a little book that you could fit in the palm of your hand, and it's written by James Allen. And the basic premise is that you can't have bad thoughts and bad actions and get good results. And in reverse, if you have good actions and good thoughts, you can't have bad results. So bring your hands to your heart center, that Anjali Mudra prayer style. Draw your chin to your chest. And should that bring to your heart, mind, a purpose for your practice today, go ahead and seal that right into your heart right now. Could be a wish, a prayer, an intention. And then once you have that, open your eyes, sweep your arms out and up on the inhale, and then take a twist to the right. Left hand on the outside of the right thigh, sitting up super tall. Back right arm's going to crisscross over. Round your back, tuck your chin, bow your head down. Inhale, rise up, capture your elbows, lift up and over to the left. So you can kind of visualize a picture frame right around your head. Keep your collarbone wide, lean in the opposite direction. Beautiful. Now reach both arms up, breathe in and twist. Right hand outside, left thigh, sit up super tall. Back left arm comes across, draw in, bow down to the earth. Inhale, rise up, capture that masterpiece inside that picture frame, lift up and over to the right. Now up and over to the left. And release it, parting the sky, taking your finger pads behind your sit bones, rolling your shoulder heads up and back. Lift your legs up, opposite crisscross, and then lean back with bent elbows as the heart and chest lift. Now reverse that and walk your fingertips forward to take a nice fold right on down over your crisscross legs. If that's too much on your knees, just know that you can either be sitting up upon a block or maybe some type of material, a sweatshirt, or you could let your legs be lengthened out in front of your body. Walk your hands back and spin around so you've got your feet to the width of your hips and the right leg crosses over the left. Hands can be off your mat and just go back and forth for a rock from right to left. So get a little mobility moving in the hips. So happiness is a choice, not a byproduct. So when we're in our garden today, we're going to pull out any weeds, any stinking thinking that could possibly hinder our practice, hinder our life. Now rock all the way over. Take the right hand, pull the left heel in, reach the left arm up, perhaps hug the right leg or maybe hook it as you roll the right shoulder blade back, a seated spinal twist. Now, if you'd like a little more, take the left hand to the outside of the right foot, kick it out, and reach the right arm out to the side. Oh, beautiful. Now, come back to the center. Go ahead and let your feet be width of your hips again. Hands slide off. Left leg crosses over and go back to the rock of the hips. So just a little bit side to side. So that power thinking of as a man thinketh, so is he in his heart can really transform things. A lot of the situations that are going on in the world and around us, the circumstances that are swirling, can really be unsettling. They can be troubling. So rock right on over. Let that left foot land, left hand takes the right shin, left hand down, reach the right arm up. Can you sit up super tall? Even shift your gaze up. And then it's perhaps a hug on this left thigh, getting that nice stretch on that left IT band, or it's a hook. Roll the left shoulder blade back, sit up super tall. So how do we get our thinking headed in the direction that not only serves us, if you want more, capture the foot. Right hand to the outside of the left foot, left leg extends, left arm reaches. Well, I think it's by choice. We have a little more choice than we think we do about what we think about. Now, come back to the center. We always think, or I find myself thinking, I should say, feet planted, thumbs in, pinky fingers out, shoulder heads roll up and back, and then pop your hips up for reverse tabletop. Now lower your bum down. Go ahead and rock and roll, hanging on to either your shins or your hamstrings. Just going back and forth on your mat. Just a nice little massage before we get rolling. And when you're ready, we're going to rock and roll right up to a wide-legged forward fold at the top of your mat, letting your feet come nice and wide, letting your arms capture each other in ragdoll. One hand on each bicep. So just kind of inch your body into the fold. Draw your navel into your spine. And then just kind of weave that figure eight style. Let the crown of your head be nice and heavy. Let one knee at a time bend and then just weave in and out. So we don't always have choice of what thoughts enter our mind, but we do have choice of how long they stay. So any kind of fear, any kind of anxiety, any kind of behavior of anyone else that is troubling you. It could be that someone said something that offended you or did something. Hold up in the center and see if you can shake it out. Move your head back and forth and let any of that stinking thinking, any of the negativity spill right out onto your mat. Now, gently draw that yes back in with that knowingness that you are exactly where you belong today. There is no coincidence that you unfolded your mat and that you are here in the now, and that is when we know how. Release your hands down, heel toe your feet all the way together at the top of your mat. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out, pull yourself together. Do that 2 more times. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out and fold. Today we're going to choose to act rather than react. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, breathe out, hinge, bend, and fold. We're going to be problem solvers, not problem spotters. Stand up tall, one hand on each elbow overhead, recreating that picture frame. Now pull your elbows apart, widen your collarbone, lift up and over to the right. Come back to the center, knit your ribs in, feel the solidification of your practice through the soles of your feet that anchor you into the earth, and lift up and over to the left. Steady your gaze. Drishti. Now stay standing, come back to the center, tee your arms like goalposts. Take that same style behind your back, one hand on each elbow or forearm. Lift your right ear toward the right shoulder as you stretch your neck out. Now, chin to chest, get the back side of your neck, even looking down at your feet, maybe even picking up your toes, feeling that solid planting of the soles of your feet. Everything's stacking. Left ear, left shoulder. Breathe. Now back to the center. Reach your arms out and up on the inhale. Exhale, collect your hands at heart center. Hinge, bend, and fold all the way over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, step the right leg back, dip the right knee down, and offer your arms up. Anjaneyasana. Tee the arms, open the heart. Lace your hands behind your back, slide them down the inside of the right back hamstring as you dip your center of gravity down toward the earth. Release that connection. Glide your hips back, dig the left heel in, runner's stretch. Inhale, pump your heart up. Exhale, fold over. Keep the right hip stacked over the right knee as you fold over that left leg, flaring the left toes out, digging the left heel in, lengthening your spine. Beautiful. Now plant the left foot, tuck the right toes under, turn it into modified revolve lunge. Left arm lifts up. Left arm comes overhead. Keep the left knee tracking over the second and third toe. Spin the right foot down to a 45-degree angle. Take the left hand back toward the outside of the right thigh. Pull the left hip back and dive under. Go back where you were, modified revolve lunge. Left arm up and over. Exhale, take that sneak dive in. Maybe even gaze up and under the right arm as the left hip draws back. One more. Breathe in, modified revolve lunge. Breathe out, take that dive inside. This time, turn it into a wide fold. Left hand to the outside of the right leg. Right arm lifts. Now reverse it. Take the right hand to the outside of the left leg, left arm lifts. Now travel back toward the front, step into high plank pose. From your high plank, take it up and back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Finding a little pedal through your feet. Maybe even shifting your hips a little bit side to side. Yeah, stretch out the calves, the Achilles tendons. Really iron out any kind of creases that could be stuck, any energy that could be stuck. Keeping mindful connection of your index finger and thumb knuckle. And then pressing the heels, maybe even softening the elbows. Just move the side bodies, move the hips. And then come back and hold. In your down dog, find stillness. Then pull both your heels up. Pull your belly in, shift back to high plank. Drop your knees down, point your toes, shoulders over the wrists. Go chin, chest, belly, slither right on down prone. Rise up, cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Tuck your toes under, pop your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right leg lifts, roll open at the hip. Inner knee, upper tricep. Hold. Lower it down to the right wrist. Hold. Take it over to the left wrist. Hold. Pull it in and up to the left tricep. Sweep the right leg up and back. Roll open at the hip. So we just made a box. Do it again. Exhale, high on the right tricep. Lower to the basement level the wrist. Windshield wipe it over. Pull it in and up. Uddiyana Bandha, use that abdominal engagement. Roll open at the hip. Stay right here or flip inside out for Wild Thing. Breathe. Bring the right arm up. Come back around. Weave the right leg underneath. Fallen triangle. Left arm up and overhead. Beautiful. Left hand down. Kiss that right kneecap right up the center line. Step the right leg forward. High lunge. Draw in and up. From your high lunge, take one sweep of your hands and launch in to airplane. Top of your mat, balancing on the right leg. Carry the left leg up, Vrikshasana, tree pose, hands to the center of your heart. Now get grounded, get rooted. Find your center. Stabilize through your gaze. Feel the strength of your body. Feel your balance. If you come out, gain your balance back. Activate your core. Lift out of the right hip. Breathe. Turn it into Utkatasana chair pose. Thunderbolt. Exhale, hinge and fold over both of your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back down. Come back to standing, root to rise. Sweep your arms out and up. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breathe out. Offer your arms up. Take that picture frame around your head. Lift up and over to the right. Now up and over to the left. There you go. Back to the center. Just collect your hands, hinge, bend, and fold right over your legs. Inhale and lengthen. Take the left leg back. Dip the back left knee down. Offer your arms up. Anjaneyasana. Breathe in. Tee the arms. Breathe out. Lace your hands, maybe the opposite thumb on top. Slide the hands down the inside of the left hamstring as you dip down, letting that left hip flexor open, heart lift, shoulders retracted. Release that, slide back, dig the right heel in, flare the toes out, runner's stretch. Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale, pump your heart up. Exhale, fold on down over that front leg. In our garden, we want to make sure that we cultivate and remove any kind of weeding. We pull out all the wrong thinking. Any useless or impure thoughts come right into modified revolved lunge. Breathe. Right arm comes up and overhead. Sneak dive it inside as you spin the left foot on the 45-degree angle. Left arm, maybe the finger pads tent, dive up and under. Inhale, come back. Modified revolve lunge. Breathe in. On the breath out, reach up and overhead. Exhale, dive underneath. Right hand toward left leg. Spin your gaze perhaps under that tented left finger pad as the right hip draws back. One last time, breathe in, peeling that left heel up as the right knee tracks over the second and third toe. Right arm up and over. Exhale, dive in. Now this time, turn the right foot so you're in that wide-legged fold, Pasardopadottanasana. Right hand to the left leg, left arm lifts. Balance your hips out, lift the left arm up, taking a peek to the back of the house. Now reverse it. Walk the left hand toward the right foot. Take the right arm up and twist to the right, pulling the left hip back. Somebody breathe. Now come back toward the top of your mat. You got to kind of squiggle the right foot back. You're stepping back to high plank asana. Now visualize your hands drawing towards your feet towards your hands. Inner thighs draw in. Exhale, draw up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift, high plank. Drop your knees, point your toes, chin, chest, belly, slither down, rise up, retract your shoulders. Inhale, maybe up dog, Urdhva Mukha. And then exhale, take your hips up and back, Adho Mukha, down dog. Left leg's gonna rise in your down dog. Roll open at the hip. Exhale, inner knee, outer upper tricep. Lower it down to the left wrist, basement level. Swing it over to the right wrist. Pull it in and up right tricep. Stretch the left leg up and back. Roll open at the hip. Do that again. Inner knee, upper tricep. Exhale, lower it down. Windshield wipe it over. Pull it in and up. Sweep that left leg up and back. Roll open at the hip. Stay right here or flip inside out for wild thing. You choose, you decide. Maybe back bend, maybe hold. Beautiful choices. Left arm up. Happiness is a choice, not a byproduct. Bring it around. Weave the left knee underneath. Shoot it out. Fallen triangle. Right arm up and overhead. Can you feel the right ribs lengthen out? Those intercostal muscles in between your ribs stretch out. Take another tenth of a lengthening stretch on your inhalation. The exhalation allows you to dive into the space you create. Draw the left knee in with a rounded back, chin tucked. Step it up, high lunge. Root through the soles of your feet. Lift out of your side bodies. Elevate your arms. Brush and sweep, slow you go. Lift off, airplane. What are you growing in your garden? Rise up, Vrikshasana, carry the sole of the right foot in. Tree pose. Good thoughts. Those are good seeds. You can't plant apple seeds and expect oranges. So plant good seeds. Those are good thoughts, good actions. Pull out any weeds in your garden that don't serve you. Sit into Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hinge and fold. You could either come to crow pose, kakasana, by parting your knees, loading them up on your triceps, or you could stay in malasana, that yoga squat. All meeting back in malasana, that yoga squat. Now lift out of your inner thighs, breathe, press your palms together. We discover that we are master gardeners of our soul, our mind, our will, and our emotions. Look up, breathe in. What are you going to yield to today? Breathe out. Now, all things aren't good. Rise back up. But there can be ways that you knit good into things that are not so good. It's in the valleys that we learn. Rise up, stand up, stay standing. Hook your thumbs, open your heart. Heel toe, your feet together. Hands at heart center. Pause. Bring your purpose into your heart. Solidify it. Let it move through your breath as you flow. Eyes open, arms lift. Create that master frame around your head, containing those thoughts, lifted up and over to the right, as a man thinketh. What are your thoughts? Up and over to the left. The only thing in this world we can change is ourselves. Come back to the center. Collect your hands and dive over your legs. Hinge, bend, and fold. Inhale and lengthen. Step the right foot back. Dip the right knee down. Offer your arms up. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Shoot the left leg back this time. Three-legged high plank. Bend your arms. Left leg joins the right. Offer your heart up. Exhale, dive your hips. Up and back. Down dog. Right leg lifts, roll open at the hip. Inner knee, upper tricep. Lower it down to the right wrist. Windshield, wipe it over to the left. Pull it in and up to the left tricep. Sweep the right leg up and back. Roll open at the hip. One more box. Exhale high on the tricep. Lower it down to the wrist. Windshield, wipe it over. Pull it in and up. Sweep it up and back. Stay or flip inside out for wild thing. Bring it around. Fallen triangle. Sweep the right leg up and under. Left arm up and over. Left hand down. Right knee in. Step it up. Crescent lunge. This time, part your arms. Left hand forward, right hand back. Right hand behind the left hamstring. Arc up and back. Exalt it. Then the seam of that left inner thigh lifts as the left upper arm comes on the outside of that right front thigh. Breathe. Bring it up and around. Warrior two. Flip the right palm. Peace. Straighten the right leg. Reach up and back. Reverse your triangle. Dock your hips back. Reach out and down. Utthita Trikonasana triangle pose. Now turn your triangle into a wide-legged fold. Right hand down, left arm lifts, twist to the back of the house. Reverse it, left hand down, open up to the front of the house, pulling the left hip back, right arm up. Now come back to the front to crescent. Right leg is in front, left heel lifts. Brush and sweep, hands alongside your body. Lift off as a man thinketh. Airplane. Fly. Find the lightness. Think good thoughts, good actions. Vrikshasana, tree pose. Top of your mat. Hands to the center of your heart. Now lace your hands behind your back in tree. Slide them down the back side. Retract your shoulders. Look up. Release it. Sit into Utkatasana, chair pose. Collect your hands at heart center. Left upper arm on the outside of that right front thigh, twist. Stay open. Balance on your hands, whatever serves you best. Maybe side crow. Maybe Ekapada Kundanyasana. You choose, you decide. All meet back in Utkatasana. Rise up, stand tall. Picture frame around your head. Lean left first, up and over. Inhale, back up and over to the right. Collect your hands, hinge and fold right over your legs. Inhale and lengthen. Step the left leg back. Anjaneyasana, back knee down. Offer your arms up, breathe in. Tee the arms, breathe out. Lace your hands, slide them down the inside of that back hamstring. Look up. Release that connection. Shoot the right leg back, three-legged high plank. Lower down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, drive your hips up and back. Quads drive to the back of the house, down dog. Left leg lifts, roll open at the hip. Inner knee, upper tricep, nice and high. Lower it down. Windshield, wipe it over. Pull it in and up. Sweep that left leg up and back, roll open at the hip. Do it again. What are you thinking? Exhale, high on the tricep. Feel the strength. Lower it down. You've got this. Windshield, wipe it over to the right. Pull it in and up. Sweep that left leg up and back, roll open at the hips. Stay or flip. Listen to that still small voice that is always, always right. If you're flipping right shoulder over the wrist, you turn your body inside out. Good thoughts and actions produce good results. Bring it around. Weave it underneath. Fallen triangle. Left arm up and over. Breathe out. Right hand down. Kiss that left kneecap. Step it up. This time come into crescent lunge with the right hand forward, left hand back. Left hand behind the right hamstring. Exalt it. Breathe. Hinge and twist. Ring out. Choose to act instead of react. Ring out any reaction responses. Breathe. We're just going to act. Maybe you open up. Maybe you bind. Choose to be a problem solver, not spotter. Bring it up and around. Choose excellence instead of mediocrity. Second warrior. Flip the left palm, reverse. Straighten the left leg. Reach up and back as you press into the left toe mound, reversing your triangle. Then reach out and down as you come into Utthita Trikonasana triangle pose. Right arm lifts. Breathe in. Can you soften the right rib cage down and perhaps lift the left rib cage up? Now pivot to a wide-legged fold, left hand down, pick the right arm up. You're opening up to the back of the house. Reverse it, right hand down. Let the left arm come up. Root down through the soles of your feet. Spin back to the front. High lunge, crescent. Take your time. Brush and sweep your wings. Take a lift off. Lift yourself up. Seek and you'll find. Lift up, breathe in, heart rises. Vrikshasana, tree pose, top of the mat. Maybe you use your hand to carry the sole of the right foot toward the left inner thigh. Maybe it's the calf. Steady your gaze. Knit your ribs in. Lift out of the left hip. Lace your hands, maybe opposite thumb. Slide your hands down the backside. Can you look up? Release it. Come into Utkatasana, chair pose. Collect your hands at heart center, right upper arm, up and over as you twist. Stay. Maybe you open. Maybe you balance on your hands. You choose. You decide. Release to a forward fold. Now, heel toe your feet apart, as far apart as you need to take a hold of your peace fingers on your big toes. Shake your head out. Elevate the heart. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, sneak the elbows in. Bow your head down. Shake out anything that kind of tries to creep in. Shake it out. Out of the mouth of babes. Boy, I tell you, it's interesting. Patrick is here. He has caught me several times. What are we thinking? Think about the blessings, the gifts. If we complain, we end up remaining. We want to think of the good things. Doesn't mean bad thoughts don't come in, but we can change the channel. Lift the big toes up. Breathe in, halfway lift. Catch yourself. Become aware. Awareness is the first step. Exhale, cleanse, purify through your breath, your heart, mind, body, and soul, shaking out, stinking thinking, drawing in those good, positive thoughts, positive vibes. Breathe. Release the big toes, pull your heels in, toes out. Come back to Malasana. Now, you've got a couple of choices. You can stay right here. If you're staying, lift out of the inner thighs. Stay lifted a little up. Keep your hands pressing. Or you could take another Kakasana crow pose. And if it's serving you and you wanted to move into Shirshasana headstand, if you're a headstander, or maybe even a tripod stand, that would be another option. Many options for you, whatever serves you. If you're not a headstander, no worries. If you stay in Malasana, no worries. Just draw in. Become the best with what you have, where you're at, where you are. We're blooming right where we're planted. If you have chosen Shirshasana, make it a round trip ticket back to Kakasana. All meeting back in Malasana. Breathe. Now walk your fingertips forward. Pop your hips up, kick your heels out. Pass the baby asana from the front to the back of the house. Breathe. Feel the strength of your body. Breathe. Exhale, bow down and fold. Inhale and lengthen. Heel toe your feet all the way together at the top of your mat. Rise up, breathe in. Let your arms carry that picture frame around your head, up and over to the right, up and over to the left. Release it, come back to chair. Fingertips slip alongside your feet. Left hand, left hip, right hand, right shin, or peace fingers on the right big toes. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, left arm lifts. Open it up on the diagonal. Breathe, stay steady. This time, carry the right leg across, standing pigeon. Pull the left hip back. Stay low, left leg stays bent. Shoot the right leg back, praying mantis. Finger pads land, step the right leg back, dip the right knee down, offer your arms up, breathe in, tee the arms, breathe out. Lace your hands, slide them down the inside of the right hamstring, dip your hips. Tuck the right toes under, plant your hands, shoot the left leg back as the right kneecap lifts, three-legged high plank. Take it through vinyasa. Heart lifts. Exhale, dive your hips up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right leg lifts, roll open at the hip. You've got this. Exhale, we've been here. Inner knee, upper tricep. Lower it down to the wrist. Windshield, wipe it over. Pull it in and up. Sweep it up and back. Roll open at the hip. Stay or flip inside out. Wild thing. Right arm up and over. Bring it around. Fall your triangle. In and through, out and up overhead. Breathe. Left hand down. Kiss that right kneecap in. Step it up. High lunge. Part the arms. Left hand forward. Right hand back. Right hand behind the left. Arc up and back. Exhale, wring it out and twist. Release any toxins, anything in your mind that gets caught up. Quit trying to figure things out. Move and flow. Maybe you open up, maybe you bind. Find your edge right here. Up and around, warrior two. Flip the right palm, reverse. Straighten the right leg, reach up and back. Dock your hips back, Utthita Trikonasana triangle. This time, left hand behind your back, maybe top of the right thigh. Spin it down, half bound, twist to the back of the house, wide-legged fold. Reverse it, left hand down, right arm takes behind your back, maybe the top of the left thigh, peel the right shoulder blade back. Now, pivot the right leg to the front. Can you keep that right arm behind your back? Reach the left arm up, and then reach the right arm. Crescent lunge. Brush and sweep, airplane. Take flight. Carry it into tree, Vrikshasana. Hands to the center of your heart, stand tall. Lace your hands, slide them down the back side. Look up, things are looking up. Shift your perspective. Come into Utkatasana chair. Exhale, hinge and fold over your legs. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, fold back down. Last side, last time, rise up, root to rise, stand tall. Capture the picture frame over your head. Lean up and over to the left. Nice side body stretches. Now lean up and over to the right. Keep widening the tent, widen the picture frame. Your collarbones are wide. Sweep your arms up. Drop your hips. Chair pose. Thunderbolt. Draw your sits bones back, lighten your toes. Slip your fingertips alongside your body. Right hand, right hip, carry up the left shin. Maybe it's peace fingers on the left big toe. Right arm lifts, left leg reaches. Open it up on the diagonal. You've got this. Stand tall. Lift out of the right hip. Steady your gaze. Carry the left leg across. Collect your hands at heart center. Standing pigeon. Now sweep the left leg back. Keep a nice bend on the right leg. Praying mantis. Now step back, left leg steps, dip the left knee down, offer the arms up, breathe in. Tee your arms, breathe out, back knee is down. Opposite lacing of your hands, sliding down the inside of that left hamstring. Look up. You're opening up places you didn't even know you had. Plant the hands, tuck the left toes. Shoot that right leg back, three-legged high plank. Move through vinyasa, heart lifts. Exhale, dive your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Left leg lifts, roll open at the hip. Inner knee, upper tricep high. Lower it down to the wrist. Windshield, wipe it over to the right. Pull it in and up to the right tricep. Sweep it up and back. Roll open at the hip. Stay or flip inside out. Wild thing. Left arm up. Bring it around. Weave the left foot underneath. Fall in triangle. Right arm lifts up and overhead. Breathing out. Right hand down, left knee in. Step on up. Crescent lunge, high lunge. Breathe in. Right hand forward, left hand back. Left hand behind the right hamstring, arc up and back. Bad thoughts, bad actions never bring good results. Hinge up and over. In your garden, twist. Wring it out. Pull the weeds. Anything gets you tangled up. Free it. Set it free. Let go of those things you can't control. Change the things you can. Bring it up and around. Warrior two. Keep that nice bend on that front leg. Flip that left palm. Peaceful. Straighten the left leg. Reach up and back, reversing your triangle. And then reach out and down. Utthita Trikonasana triangle pose. Left hand down, right arm lifts. Smooth out your breath. Bring the right hand to the small of your back, possibly the top of the left thigh. Spin the left toes for a wide-legged fold. Balance your hips out, right hand behind, and then twist open as you peel the right shoulder blade back to the back of the house. Now reverse it. Right hand down, left hand behind. Maybe small of back, maybe top of the right thigh, and twist open to the front. Now, keep that left hand where it is. Come around, raise the right arm up. Crescent lunge. Let the left arm join. High arms, breathe in, look up. Feel the strength of your body. Hug your inner thighs in. Even when you're challenged, even when you lose your balance, you come back. You showed up. You are rocking it. You've got this. Brush and sweep your hands alongside your body. Sweep the arms back. Airplane. Fly into the sky. Let your heart lift, bringing those good thoughts. Vrikshasana, tree pose. Carry the sole of the right foot in. Collect your hands at heart center and lift out of the standing hip. Collect your hands behind your back. Retract your shoulders. Slide them down the backside. Look up. Release. Come into Utkatasana, chair pose. Reach your arms forward, tailbone back, half a chair. Lower all the way down. Wrap your arms around your shins. Point your toes, balance on your sits bones. Like a little balancing egg shape. Now reach down, capture your peace fingers around your big toes, and then lift your legs up. Doesn't matter if they stay bent or if you extend them out. Just find balance. Steady your gaze. Left peace fingers around two big toes. Right arm reaches back. Travel back to the center and reverse it. Right peace fingers around two big toes. Left arm back. Breathe. Find balance. Now, hold the right shin, lengthen the left leg. Lower down. Now reverse it. Left shin. Now right shin. Now move it out side to side. Move it out side. Now add the elbows side to side like pedaling the bicycle. Work the core, fingertips behind your ears. Go right and left. Just pedal it out. Breathe. Breathe. In and out through your nose. Breathe. Now hold up. Palms down. Legs up. Push into the earth. Lift up and over. Plow. Unravel. Nice and slow. Head down, hands down, feet down, hips rise up. Bridge, Satchubandha, open up. Counterposing, all the folding, all the contracting, all the drawing in. Stay, maybe you inch your shoulders together. Maybe you lace your hands underneath your body. Then release back down, finding happy baby. Let your hips be grounded. Let your hands slip on the outside edges of your feet. Let your tailbone draw length down towards the mat. Maybe you want an Upavista style where you straddle using your hands on your inner thighs. And then when you're ready, just slide your legs right on out, landing in our final resting pose, Shavasana. So there is nothing left to do, just to settle right into your garden, letting go of anything you can't control. We can't control events. We can't control other people. We can't control the weather. What we can control is ourselves. So as you lay your body down, just honor yourself for unrolling your mat and being here today. Settling in to the bliss. Now I invite you to stay 5, 10, 15 minutes. You can even turn the video off. But if you're coming back to your day with your renewed, restored, rejuvenated self that knows that happiness is a choice, not a byproduct, just bring movement to your hands, circle them right around your wrists, feet right around your ankles. And then take one nice long stretch as you get super, super tall. Sip your breath in, fill your body up. Take an audible sigh out. Bend your knees and roll right on over to your right side into that fetal position, that place where it all began. And as you pause here, just taking the courage as you move through your week to take the privilege of controlling our minds, our mind, our will, and our emotions. We can't control all the things that come in, but we can control how long they stay. So as a man thinketh, so easy. Push yourself back up into your day, your renewed self, and come back to that sweet seat. Take your hands out, carry up the gifts, the graces, and the blessings you've been given. Seal them into your heart as you let your purpose bring peace, love, joy, and happiness as you move through your week, sealing into your heart your intention. Then look up and let's finish off with one Om to Home. Sip your breath in. Om. Now go on out and be a blessing. Namaste.